Hello, today I'm here to show you the Mirror Kit by Rearviz. So we've got the Rearviz Mirror Kit ST-35. I've been supplied this by a company called CYCL, so a big thank you to Liberatus from the company CYCL. They've given me this as a sort of a review copy of the product to be able to see how good these work with electric scooters. These are mainly supposed to be meant for sort of, athletes and cyclists and that, especially because the cyclists, when you're on cycling, you low down, and these go on your wrist basically. So when you're cycling, they're supposed to be on your wrist, and you can see what's coming up behind you. So let's show you the back of the packaging for this one. So we've got the it says for the cyclist, the athlete, and the adventurer. Keep an eye on the world behind you with Rearviz, a stylish adjustable rear vision mirror worn on the arm, fully rotatable 360 degree and pivots 180 degrees. Sets in seconds and in any position, collapsible protective case and lightweight, soft rubber mould and water resistant. You can see a couple of pictures there of it in action and being worn. We've got easy fit quality armband included. Universal size fits up to 360mm or 14 inches, so that's the waist or arm size. Also believe as an optional, you've got this new optional accessories now available. So this is for the sport version, which is this one. Multiple uses and interchangeable. Attach your phone or camera. So I believe there's additional mounts you can get basically that fit within here that then can attach your phone or your GoPro while you're riding along, which is brilliant for cyclists and scooter riders, or even general athletes, because it's nice to capture your footage quite easily, and you don't have to use it. You don't have to be holding something, then it's attached to your arm. So yeah, so let's I'm going to cut this open and we're going to have a quick look inside, and then later on I'm going to try and demo this on the scooter to see how well it works. Again, with a scooter, electric scooter, you're standing high up, so your arms are sort of a lot further away from you. They're further down, so I may have to position this slightly higher up my arm if possible, which is probably what I'm going to have to do. So I'm going to see what the best way to use this is and see if it is usable for electric scooter riders, because I know I spend a lot of time looking behind me to see what is behind me before I turn, etc. So this, if it works, would be really handy. So yeah, I'm going to cut this open now, and I'll show you what it's all about and what's inside. Okay, so we've opened it up. So I've put the strap on already. Let's focus in there. I don't have obviously the optional extras, so today I'm going to be showing you what it comes with as standard. So you get this nice comfortable strap, which is basically this is a Velcro strap. It's going to go around the lower part of your arm. I guess you could put it where you want to as long as it fits, but for the purpose of it not sliding around or slipping, I guess you're going to put it at the bottom of your arm here, just on the wrist area, or above the elbow, for depending on what you're riding. So cyclists are generally going to use it up here. So let's show you what you get first. So this basically opens up, so it's protective plastic cover over the mirror. You can see me there. So this basically turns a full 360 degrees. So once it actually just spins around 360. And it's supposed to be able to pivot 180 degrees. So when it's on your arm in the right position, you can position it yourself basically to where you would like it to be. So once you put it on your arm and you've tested out how you need to have it, you'll know. It's nice and sturdy. It's not gonna rattle loose while you're riding on your scooter or your bicycle. So it's not just gonna keep moving and moving and moving and so on when you're wrestling around. It's really nice and tight here. It's firm. So I'll show you a little demo. So I'm going to put this on my wrist first. Show you what it's like when it's lowered down. Okay, so this is it on my wrist here. So I've got this on my wrist. So you would open up your mirror, and you can basically, when you're cycling, for instance, if you're cycling, so you can set it to how you want and adjust it yourself. And again, on your scooter, I need to go and test this outside and see how it looks and if it does the job, because obviously my arm's going to be quite low down away from me, unlike on a bicycle. So let's test this up the top of the arm as well. So see if it fits my arm well. So right, I suspect this is how I'm gonna use it. Bear with me, I'm just putting it on. Right, so I've put this on the top of my arm. So now I've got this on the top of my arm. You can adjust it before you set off on your journey. It feels comfortable actually. I think it's quite, you know, it's like with trying to do something like this with Velcro with one arm. It'd definitely be helpful if you've got someone there before you go out to put it on for you, but you can do it yourself. Just do it up nice and tight, and it feels very durable. It feels, if you drop this, it feels like it would survive a drop. It's really nice, sort of a very thick rubber. Let's put this back down. I'll take this off my arm. So it's a really durable, thick rubber round here. Not sure this is I'm not sure how this is going to hold up if it was to fall. The only good thing is it's very firm here, so if it was to fall, I'd like to think that it's going to hit that first before it hits the mirror part, which I believe is some sort of plastic. So it's not glass, which is good, which it never would have been. But yeah, I think you're going to be quite protected. Luckily, as long as you put it on, you know, tight, and it's not going to come off. But I think that's going to come down to me testing this out now and seeing what it's like on my journey. So the next stage is going to be me putting this on, and I'll try and give you some details on what it's been like. So yeah, I'll talk to you in a bit. Right, so I'm just going to give this a very slow run because I've got a really bad mount on this phone at the moment because it's a new phone. So I'm going to go quite slow and just do a bit of chatting about this mirror and how it works. So let's have a go. So luckily down a nice little quiet road just down the way from me. Let's have a look. So as you can see on this one, I've got it mounted on the right hand side arm, and I've positioned the mirror so that I can actually see behind me at the moment. It's not too bad. I've adjusted the mirror so I can see what's behind me, and it does save me having to turn my head, which is pretty good. So yeah, it's actually not a bad product for scooting at the moment. I've just literally got on it, so I think the proof will be if I see cars coming behind me now as well. It should be nice to keep riding for a bit. It's actually very, very good. I can actually see what's behind me in the mirror quite well from standing up position. Okay, so I've just found the perfect position, which is, as I suspected, the top of the arm. You can see it so much clearer because it's higher up your arm. You can actually see it easier because it's not so far away. I've got terrible eyesight for as far as looking into like small mirrors go, so this is working really well. I'm gonna show you me riding along in it, but yeah, having it up the top of your arm, which I'm going to show you now, it works extremely well. You can see what's behind you very easily. So let's have a go. I'm going to go slow. Yeah, so I've got a perfect position at the moment on the road of where I want it to look and where I want the mirror to point, and it's really good. It's really clear. The mirror's not going to move anywhere. The mirror is very sturdy. Yep, I've got this set in the perfect position. It's brilliant. I can see the whole road behind me. Okay, so I'm back home now after riding out of this for a while. It was very hard to try and film and speak about this while keeping an eye on my phone as well at the same time and looking in a little mirror. So it's best to probably sum up my experience now of how good this was for electric scooter riders. Down lower on the wrist where a cyclist would wear it, it worked, but it was quite difficult because it was quite far away. But the sweet spot I found is by putting it on the top of the arm. It worked perfectly up the top of my arm. So I had it on my right hand arm up the top, and I could see the entire road behind me quite easily. I didn't have to turn my head nowhere near as far as I would ever usually have to look behind me, because I didn't have to look behind me anymore. I could just look into the corner of the mirror and I could see what was behind me. So that was great. And you know, that this is definitely something I'm going to use from now on when I go out on the roads. If I'm off-road, you won't obviously use it, but you can take it with you if you are going on and off-road, because you can close it up and it's just like a little wristband basically. I say little, it's quite big, but it doesn't feel big. It feels really, it's nice and sturdy. It's not too heavy. It feels comfortable when it's on your arm as well, which is nice. It doesn't dig into you. It doesn't feel horrible to wear. And it looks pretty smart as well, because it looks like another little gadget on your arm, you know. I was wearing it initially. I was wearing it wrong, or what I believe was wrong. I actually had this black strap pulled through so that the black part here was actually running along here, so my arm would go on the strap. Actually, what you're supposed to do is you run the strap through either side here and pull it down, and then you set the size from one side to what you will use it for in the future. So you set it to one size on the right hand side, and then all you have to do then is undo the Velcro on this side here, and then you can just basically adjust it. So you just adjust this here to your arm size, put your arm through, put it back on. So that makes it a lot easier to put on. So originally I was saying about, it's always a bit difficult to do it one-handed, but actually this works very well. Like that. It's really sturdy. It's not going anywhere. The mirror is very, very sturdy. It's really solid and strong. So again, you don't get any sort of it doesn't move out of position while you're riding, which is great. Especially scooter riders know it can be bumpy rides sometimes going off road. So yeah, I do highly recommend using these Rearviz mirrors. They're great. I'm not necessarily saying you need the sport version, which is what this one is. There is a more simple version you can get, which basically doesn't allow you to detach and attach the accessory parts to this, which is like a phone holder, or say a sort of camera mount for GoPros and stuff. So you don't necessarily have to have that one if you don't want to. There is a cheaper version, but these are great. So I will definitely be using this on all my rides now when I go out on the roads, because I'm so fed up of looking behind me and then losing balance. So yeah, this is great product. I'm going to be using this from now on. Love it. Yeah, so I'll be posting this up, and if you've got any comments on the item at all or any questions, please let me know. And I should be able to get a few discount codes for this as well, for the website, the CYCL website. So I will put that up on the post once I get hold of some discount codes as well, for people who want to get a bit of money off their product if they wish to buy one. But yeah, highly recommend it. It's entirely up to people, their specifications. If they want wing mirrors on the scooter, that's fine. Personally, I wouldn't have wing mirrors on my scooter. I feel they'd get in the way, leaning them up against things, so I think they'd be knocked easy and stuff like that. Whereas this is just on your arm. You pop it open and you've got yourself a little mirror there, which again turns 360 degrees and pivots 180. It gets every angle you need. It's perfect. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. any questions, like I said, give me a shout. Thanks.